Defiance here. Defiance.
Swing and a drive. Left field. It's gone. It's gone. It is bedlam at the bank.
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe. Go follow.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show with Eric, Brendan, Dalt, and Ballpark Tommy. Proudly powered by TickPick. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today. Let's take it to the show.
Man, what a what a great win tonight. Anytime the Phillies score 5 or more runs, I can almost guarantee, and we've said this before, that the Phillies will win or should win. But I want to say this before we get into any of our main topics. And my God, is Ruben Amaro fucking annoying, Chris. Like, I swear to God, dude, like, I'm sitting there watching today, and we have, like you said, one of the greatest all-time African-American pitchers. He has one of the best resumes for a pitcher, one of the most, I believe he has the most strikeouts by any colored pitcher, correct?
I couldn't tell you. I just know he's a damn good pitcher. And I honestly, this is the first time I've realized that he was a Philly at any point. I thought he was a career-long Cub. I mean, in 1965 he was here, but that just adds to the list of Phillies that we traded to the Cubs that become Hall of Famers.
But hey, did you know Ruben's dad used to coach and that Ruben was a bat boy?
Yeah. Ruben was a bat boy for many teams, and he should probably still be a bat boy now because he fucking sucks as an announcer.
He is honestly the worst announcer, but I know you and I wanted to kind of talk about that to start the show. But what's up, everybody? Eric, Chris here with the Phillies post-game show on the 302 Birds Network, joined with Fratty as well. He was just hanging out backstage. But they finally turned the tables. They finally got a win. I mean, I thought overall the team played well today, fixed a lot of the things that we were bitching and whining about last night. But to kind of get into it and kind of start out with the pitching report, I thought Luzardo looked great tonight. I mean, looking at his stat line, his stat line doesn't look great, but overall for a guy who is just starting his Philly career this season and who had some great starts to start out, 5.1 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, no home runs, 2.31 ERA. And I mean, Luzardo, I thought looked great today. I have no complaints about Luzardo. And I know people are going to be like, well, you complain when other pitchers let up 3 runs. Yes. But whenever they let up 3 runs, the offense isn't ever behind them. I feel like that's the difference tonight, where Luzardo let up 3 runs, but the offense was behind him the entire time.
Yeah, I thought Luzardo was fine tonight. I mean, it's nothing to write home about. I wouldn't say he was great. Would have rather him got through that 6th inning, have 6 innings pitched instead of leaving in the middle of an inning. And, I mean, when he left, they did not have the lead. They were losing, right?
Yeah, they were losing. It was like 3-2.
Yeah, I think it was 3-2, which you kind of don't want that with your starter. Not that he was terrible, but he was fine, I guess. I mean, what's he, a 4th starter at this point? He was fine.
Yeah, I thought he was fine. But, Brady, what did you think of Luzardo before we get into the bullpen breakdown?
I think he managed things pretty well tonight for the most part, except for allowing those 3 runs. He's still continuing though to proven to be a good fifth option. No, not fifth. It's not fifth option. He was going to be a fifth option. I meant to say he's proven to be a good new addition to the Phillies team. Yeah, he reminds me. I wouldn't say he reminds me of Cliff Lee, but he's pitching. Pitching sort of like an ace right now for the first 3-4 starts, and he's looking good. I mean, we'll see if he can continue what he's doing. But I really have no. I don't have much complaints about Jose Luzardo right now. I mean, he's not as big. He's not as bad as what Taiwan Walker did last night. So
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with you. Oh man, can't stop burping, bro. I completely agree with you. I think he looked great again. I mean, he let up 3 runs, but from a guy who, I mean, technically is your third, fourth starter, but he's hitting in the second spot. I mean, that's all you can really ask. And again, I just feel like it's different when, like Kylie said here, at the end of the day, he's not expected to be an ace. 3 runs is fine if they can put up the runs to compensate. And I feel like, again, that's just the difference between Luzardo compared to Nola compared to Walker, is that they give up the runs, but the offense is just not ever behind them. They're not scoring the runs. They're not getting the runs back. And I guess it shows just which pitchers they really care for and which they just fucking hate. But getting into the bullpen, Kerkering, he came in. He looked great. 0.2 innings pitched, no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no walks, 1 strikeout, 1.5 ERA. He gets the win. He's 2-1 on the season. Romano came in after that for the hold. I thought Romano was going to absolutely blow it and stink. Romano came in with the hold, 3rd of the season. 1 inning pitch, no hits, no runs, no earned runs, 1 strikeout, 9 ERA. Alvarado, 2nd hold of the season. 1 inning pitch, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 of them earned. 1 strikeout, 2.16 ERA, and then Strom gets the save. 1 inning pitch, no hits, no runs, 1 strikeout, 1.08 ERA. So I thought the bullpen looked pretty great tonight as well, especially after the past couple games where the bullpen just absolutely stunk. But I feel like, honestly, with most games this season, it's really the flip of a coin. Is the bullpen going to blow it? Is the offense not going to get runs? Like, we could probably come up with an entire spreadsheet of things we could put on a wheel and spin it each night. And that's why the Phillies are going to lose the game that night.
Yeah, I think the pitching looked pretty good tonight, especially the bullpen. Besides Alvarado, he was a little shaky at first, but he got through it. That's like the biggest thing. Like they didn't have to go and use another pitcher there. He got through it, and Strom was locked down in the 9th inning. Jordan Romano looked like actually like a good pitcher and was throwing strikes. Romano doesn't need to be your high leverage guy at all. If you can still use him in a 6th or 7th inning role and still be able to get a productive inning out of him every once in a while, that's all you really need. Let Strom, Alvarado, and Kerkering be your high leverage guys and roll with that. But I really liked the bullpen tonight and really didn't throw a ton of pitches. I mean, Kerkering threw 11, Romano threw 10, Strom threw 7. There was Alvarado who had that long inning. He had 30 pitches, but 22 strikes. So throwing strikes is the key here, and they're throwing strikes.
Yeah, I agree. Friday, what did you think of the bullpen? You think they are finally starting to fix some things, or you think it's kind of too soon to tell?
What's the name? The bullpen. They're up and down, but it's really too soon to tell because it's only like we're only at like game 17, like 17 games for the season, and we're 10-7. But it's really this team is real. I'd say this team right now is hit or miss right now, to be honest, because baseball, like we've mentioned so many times, that baseball is such a long season, and it's going to be a battle for these guys. They're going to feel pressure, especially with the Mets last year being our kryptonite, and they're probably going to continue being our kryptonite this year in the regular season, where we're going to have to battle with them hard to win games against them, and that the bullpen and the pitching is going to play a very key role in that. So, yeah.
I think you're muted.
I'm always muted, dude. I'm always muted. I'm just always muted. I agree with you. But getting into our next topic, next thing I want to take a look at is the batting. Again, I thought the batting looked pretty great tonight. I mean, I don't really have any complaints. I feel like they kind of, again, we bitched and complained about all of this last night, but I feel like they honestly did a good mix of small and long ball tonight. I mean, looking at the overall breakdown of the lineup, Stott 2 for 4. He accounted for 1 run. No RBIs, no walks, no strikeouts. Turner 0 for 3, 1 walk. Harper 1 for 3. He accounted for 1 run, 2 RBI, 1 walk. He had that really weird single that he tried to stretch into a double and just like absolutely bonehead base running. I just feel like that's really my only.
No, he tried to tag up on a fly out, wasn't that?
Was it a tag up?
I think it was a tag up, yeah. Because Turner just got thrown out stealing a base, and then he did that. It was like
it might have been. It's stupid base running mistakes that they make every
year too. You mentioned that it's every year. Like, what the hell are these guys doing? That like, you can live with it when it's Turner because of his speed, and 95% of the time when Turner steals, he's safe. It seems like we see guys like Bryce, Bohm, even Schwarber, Castellanos making these dumb, boneheaded decisions on the base pass. It's like these guys have been in the league for a long time. They shouldn't be making these dumb mistakes. And that's a spot there where, you know, if Harper stays at first base, maybe Castellanos can drive him in. Maybe Romuto can do something. It's a killer every single time you get thrown out like that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I feel like that's really my only complaint batting wise is really just that. But looking at the rest of the lineup, Sorber 1 for 2, accounted for 1 run, no RBIs, but 2 walks. Castellanos 1 for 4, he accounted for 1 run, no RBIs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Realmuto 2 for 4, 1 run, 2 RBI, no walks, no strikeouts. Kepler, he looked great tonight. I mean, he looks like he's been kind of on fire lately. He's been hitting a lot in the past games. 2 for 4, 1 run, no RBIs, no walks, no strikeouts. Bohm finally got a hit tonight. I mean, 1 for 4 with a double. Finally got an RBI. So he's hopefully – we said this last night. We all here think it's mental. So, I mean, hopefully he's starting to come too. And then Marsh. Really, my only complaint is Marsh. Marsh didn't really do anything, but he had a ground out RBI. So, I mean, I'll give it to him. 0 for 3, 1 RBI, 1 strikeout. He's still batting 100. So, I mean, it's not like he's really anything major. I think really what pisses me off more is that Rob Thompson is such a hypocrite where you said, and I'm going to say this, you said you were going to give him a 3-game break and he's already back in the lineup. It just, to me, seems like you're not a man of your word, but it also seems like you just don't trust Rojas at all. But I'll give it this. Rojas didn't look great last night either when he played.
No, but he's also not going to look great if he doesn't play. Like, yeah, they throw him out there cold once a week. Like, that's not going to work. They need some type of consistency. Either you're playing Bohm every single night, or not Bohm, Marsh every single night, or you're playing Rojas every single night. This whole platoon stuff, it doesn't work. It hasn't worked for this team for 3 years. If you really wanted to do a platoon, you should have never traded Matt Vierling. But that's a whole different story. I think they need to do some consistency here or bring one of the guys up from AAA. Because if you really don't think these guys here are it, like benching Marsh was never going to do anything. It was never going to do anything. And benching Bohm is never going to do anything. You either got to send these guys down or just let them keep playing through it. And I mean, Marsh broke history tonight. He created a new stat. They had the Mendoza line before at a batting average of 200. Marsh is now at 100. So it's now the Marsh line. So everybody's going to try to get to that Marsh line now and see if they can be just as bad as Brandon Marsh.
Yeah, I posted this on Twitter and it kind of blew up. I mean, I'm going to look and see what the reactions are right now. It has 93 likes. So I posted on Twitter, I said, Marsh being back in this lineup after Rob said few days off, but yet we have a guy batting 444.444 on the bench. 0 days without nonsense. I don't know if you can see that right there, but
yeah.
I mean, it just seems like a lot of people agree. I mean, it has 2,000 views, almost 100 likes. It just seems like a lot of the Philly fandom agree that Sosa should be playing every day over most of these guys on the lineup, in my opinion. I'm going to leave it at this. I think Rob Thompson relies too much on analytics, relies too much on stats. He really knows how to be a buzzkill when it comes to guys being hot and guys, being on a hot streak, having hits, doing things that better this team, that, show that they deserve to have a main role and have a main spot. And Rob Thompson is just like, doesn't care. And I saw a lot of tweets today about Jackie Robinson and just the lack of diversity on this lineup today, and I thought it was kind of funny. But yeah.
I mean, it's just getting to a point where it's the same thing constantly over and over and over again, and I don't know. I guess it just still frustrates me that this guy is just I don't want to say Joe Girardi clone, but he's from the Joe Girardi coaching tree. And they haven't really hired anybody outside of the organization in years. And it's the same thing over and over again, where if you maybe get a fresh voice in this locker room, it can click something in the gear like it did when Thompson took over in 2022. Like he was a good voice at the time, but now it's like, all right, this is a much different team. It's a much more mature team. I almost feel like they need somebody who's a little bit tougher on these guys and a little bit louder. Like going back to last night where Real Muto gets called up on a ball, literally a foot off the plate. Like it wasn't even close. And you get Rob in the interview today. He's like, I didn't really think it was that bad. Sometimes you just gotta be quiet. It's like, shut up. Like, go and fight for the damn players. These players aren't gonna fight for you if you don't fight for them.
Yeah, I agree. Fratty, what did you think of the lineup tonight, dude? What did you think of the batting? I mean, like, they looked pretty decent tonight. It looks like almost everybody other than Marsh and Turner got a hit. So what did you think?
Here's my thing. So tonight was the first time we scored over 5 runs in a little over 200 hours. It's been a minute since we scored over 5 runs since like Sunday. It was April 6th. It was against the Dodgers last Sunday. And I think the offense had one of its better games offensively of knowing how to drive the runs in for the first time, and it seemed like over a week. But this is the most runs we scored in a game, like I said, in 9 days, a little over 200 hours. But overall, the offense tonight, pretty good. It was nice to see Bryce Harper go up there and get a home run. It's also even more nice to see JT finally hit one, squeaking one out the yard tonight. And nice to see that our Brandon Marsh updates. You got what's the name? That sack fly by Brandon Marsh, who I'm not really a huge fan of that man, to be honest. So that's all I have to say, really, about him.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, Marsh again went 0 for 3, but he had that RBI, so I can't really fault him there. But getting into the next topic, next thing I kind of want to take a look at is I want to talk about our stars of the game. And for me personally, I think it's JT Realmuto. I know I have Harper here, and I would say that Harper probably is another star of the game just because without that monster home run, we probably would not have won the game. I mean, Harper's 2-run blast put us ahead. But I really think that JT's squeaky one, like Mose and Son said here, I think JT's little squeaky home run really set the tone of this game. I do think that the wind was really just effing people over because I feel like that Turner hit in the beginning where it was to the wall and it kind of blew back and it was caught. I feel like that should have probably on a normal day been a home run. But I will say my star of the game is JT Realmuto. So whoever wants to take it next.
Yeah, I think it's probably JT, but I'm going to give a little bit of a shout out to Bryson Stott because I think he's finally found the spot where he should be batting. He looks really, really comfortable in that leadoff spot. And a really nice triple tonight too. I think he scored. Did he score on that? Yeah, he did score on that. So he looked good tonight. And I'd like to see more out of this with Bryson. If we get some of those guys like Bohm, Marsh, and Stott, a couple of them to start hitting and becoming major league players, this team is going to be a very good team still. It's just it seems like they're all slumping at once, and some of them are kind of starting to break out of it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm looking at the comments. Mose and Son, wham. Phillies only won because of the wind. Giants had the win too. What did they do? Nothing.
Yeah.
Giants got a hit out of the wind too because Bryce misplayed that one ball. So
I mean, like wind helps both teams. But Friday, who's your star, man?
This is tough, very tough. I had to, while you guys were talking for a minute, I had to think, but I have 2 stars of the game. One as a whole group collective, and one as an individual. My main star of the game, I would have to say it goes to Bryce Harper for hitting that clutch home run at the time that it was needed most to pretty much carry us to the 2-run win over the Giants. And my group as a whole star of the game goes to the whole Phillies bullpen for pretty much only allowing 1 run after Jose Luzardo got taken out of the game. They only allowed 1 run after Luzardo allowed those 3. So that pretty much that's all. I don't know how much complaints about this. My 2 stars of the game. This is my first time I had to give out multiple, just because there really wasn't a clear-cut starter tonight. That's why. So.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's really not one clear-cut star tonight for me either. I feel like for me it's again between JT and Harper. But I mean, here's my question to you guys. Would you say Stott's the star of the game? Me personally, I mean, maybe. He got some hits. He got on base for them to be able to drive him in. So I could see.
Why not?
I could see it.
Why not? Fuck it.
I could see it. I can see why you'd say Stott's star of the game. I mean, if he wasn't on base for them to drive him in, it probably would have diminished the run total. So, yeah, I mean, I'll give it to you.
Stole a base too.
What was that?
He stole a base too.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. But looking at the pitching matchup for tomorrow, we have I want to say a decent pitching matchup, but I know it's going to go one way. I'm thinking tomorrow, Wednesday, 6:45, is going to be Robbie Ray against Aaron Nola. Robbie Ray is a left-handed pitcher, 3-0 in the season, 2.93 ERA with 13 strikeouts for the Giants, against Aaron Meatball loving Nola. Right-handed pitcher, 0-3 on the season, has not got a win yet. 5.51 ERA with 17 strikeouts. And I really do think that Nola is not going to get a win tomorrow. I think I don't know. This Giants offense, I will say, is really great. They're really hot right now. And I feel like if you slip up, which Aaron Nola tends to do quite a bit, honestly, in my opinion, they're going to take advantage of that. And I just don't know if the offense is going to wake up behind Aaron Nola yet.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't trust Aaron Nola. I just can't trust Aaron Nola anymore. And, he's got a 5.51 ERA this year. It's disgusting. This guy's getting paid a ton of money. Just an absolute shit ton of money. And he wasn't good last year. He's got 45. He's given up 45 home runs in the last 2 years so far in 33 games. That is awful. That's over a home run a game. Like, it's disgusting. What was it, $172 million over 6 years? Was that the contract? Something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Like, oh my goodness. He's not worth it. All you can do is hope that he's going to pitch better. But it seems like whenever I watch a Phillies game where Aaron Nola's pitching around a bunch of my friends, it's a shit show.
It's kind of expected. But speaking of friends and speaking of watching around friends, if you want to come out and watch with us tomorrow, we will be there. Friday, I know you said you can't make an appearance. We're going to miss you, but Chris and I will be there. 302 Birds Celebrity Guest Bartender Night is tomorrow night at Klondike Kate's on Main in Newark. We are raising money for Eagles Autism. So come out, have a good time. We're going to be pouring drinks. Make sure you bring cash because all cash tips for bartenders are going to be donated to Eagles Autism. We're giving away a bunch of prizes, a bunch of great things. We're raffling off Phillies tickets on the 100 level. We have autographed, which don't texted us earlier. I think Eagles Autism themselves sent a authentic Jalen Hurts, Kelly Green autographed jersey.
Oh shit!
Let me look here. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see this, but autographed Jordan mini helmet.
There goes all my money. I'm going to be
certificate of authenticity for the Jalen Hurts jersey. So autographed Jalen Hurts jersey. So I mean, like, we have a lot of great stuff. I mean, like, there's a bunch of baskets. There's a Sixers basket, Eagles basket, Flyers basket, Phillies. Like, there's a basket for every single Philadelphia sports that you can imagine. Each basket has probably $100, $200 worth of stuff in it. So, I mean, like,
at least.
So, I mean, like,
I remember there were some great baskets last year that I tried to win. I couldn't win any of them. I'm terrible at raffles, but this year I'm putting all my money in that damn Jalen Hurts jersey. I've tried to order a Jalen Hurts jersey 2 separate times, and the order's been canceled twice. So this is destiny. I'm going to win that signed Jalen Hurts, Kelly Green jersey. It's coming home with me.
But yeah, so, I mean, if you want to come out, you want to win some great stuff coming straight from the Eagles themselves, donating. Again, with a letter of authenticity, you can put it in a shadow box with the certificate. hang it up somewhere nice in your house and show it off. But again, make sure you bring cash. All tips will be donated to Eagles Autism. We really hope to raise quite a bit of money for a good cause. Just a great cause, near and dear to my heart, near and dear to everybody here at 302 Birds heart. So hope to see you there. Starts at 6 o'clock, runs until 10. You don't have to show up the whole time. You can show up for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever you want. But please, please, please show up. But that's all we have for you guys tonight. Phillies win 6-4. We may or may not be back here tomorrow, depending on how the event goes. We might do a live show. We might not.
Depends on time in the game too.
Yeah, it depends on how the game goes, and again, how busy we are tomorrow. So we'll see. But again, go Phils. If we see you tomorrow, we see you tomorrow. If not, everybody have a good night. Go Phils. See you guys.
The Vikings.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone! It is gone! It is bedlam at the bank!
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe. Go follow.